Hi. Remember last time when we got up to the roof of the building and talked to the lady, but first we just randomly kicked in a door and then didn't go in it and then went over and talked to her? Yeah, that's what we did last time, and then we ended right at the end of that. After singing some karaoke. That did happen, didn't it? I'm gonna go ask Gart what he thought about my karaoke.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
We successfully karaoke'd. We are still dressed as a successful karaoke-ist. Told you I'd rock that shit.
It was alright. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you?
Nah, shut up. We rocked it. You know what occurs to me when he's talking about, like, the last time I let people up there and a big karaoke incident and all of that stuff? He's probably talking about the time that the guy got belligerent with people and started, like, harassing. But at the same time, maybe none of that happened? Full of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Get him!
You catch a single white flower between
Scared
your
me.
fingers.
That screen shake
The rest
scared the hell out of
fly
me.
into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
This feels like a big decision. Snap finger pistols at him.
Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols produce a satisfying snap. Strange for such a low-caliber finger gun to sound so chunky. The flower in your other hand is impressed. So is Kim. That's not entirely true. The lieutenant is looking at the door to the east and mostly misses them.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe we should change out of this particular getup. We don't need +4 to drama. Currently. Maybe later. I don't know, as we've discussed, the jacket is vaguely racist. We can keep the sunglasses on, though. Or the robe, not the jacket. I think I said the jacket. There's a hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see into her bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, Definitely suspicious.
I saw those as well.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions.
What are those people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural. If your mesolimbic reward pathway were to venture a guess, one of the bottles is probably being put somewhere it doesn't belong.
Thanks, electrochemistry. Let's finish the thought. I was thinking that too. Don't do that with glass.
The carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
There's particular materials that's okay if to mess with if that's what you want to do. Glass is not one of those materials.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, this isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Thanks, Kim. Well, yeah, we're talking specifically about a bottle. Like, when it comes to hollow materials. Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
I'm actually gonna take the sunglasses off, because I feel like I'm gonna need visual calculus for this.
You clearly see
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Closer.
large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. One person has been here. They've gone back and forth. The tips point both ways.
Prints look like one person went back and forth.
Between that and that.
Doesn't look like the outsold print we found at the hanging.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
That's fair. Does it look like the worker's boots from the hanging?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Okay.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. I'm thinking that as well, Ark. Pinball machine's been taken apart and gutted. Who dare? Ooh. Yo. I like those. I think that's the first thing I've gotten that increases empathy. Oh, okay. It's okay. Yeah. Now that we have context, the person who guts a pinball machine is someone who works on pinball machines. That makes sense. This is fine. Uh-huh. Huh. Connects right here, does it? White Dior. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. Spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Okay. $5! My man's staying warm.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Lit like cool or lit like powered and on? Kim, you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Oh! Oh, he got cooler! Kim's, you have to stop getting cooler. You're becoming too powerful.
Oh, it's more than just a classic. A must-play. All serious pinballers have attempted a tempo run.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Let's take a little closer look.
Ah, great.
Oh, he's played it, but we shouldn't be playing it right now.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated.
I've got coins.
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
All right, lean closer, inspect the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Let's look over the field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
I kind of love that.
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
Why goats?
Indeed. Think of them as bulls.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I'm not going to say that pinball isn't for me, but I am going to come back to it if I can, which I can. Interfacing. Good. Oh, I did have stuff for empathy. Hand-eye coordination. Perception. Reaction speed. These all seem good. That is a really good coat. Visual. We'll keep visual calculus back. We'll keep visual calculus on. Yeah, those are both good. Those are good. I like that. I think this is... I mean, I don't know what we're really looking at here, but, like... We got hand-eye coordination, we got reaction speed. Savoir-faire probably is not really gonna happen here, but interfacing. That all seems
Over
good.
there, in the not just any pinball machine. This
Ah, great.
Cornelius, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers
Yeah,
are ready.
finger boy. Let's do this.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
I got an achievement for this.
Go, go, Fingerboy.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Oh no! Oh no! Kim's got the Columbus lore! Wait, what kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages
No!
a lot when recounting his travels. The masked nationalist.
No! Actually Columbus! He's a racist mountaineer instead of a racist seafarer.
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That's not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids, other people's kids too, sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Yeah, okay, just...
But you seem to be having fun.
Like... Columbus lore confirmed. Game's fun, though.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Send the balls.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through.
Do I just have multi-ball like the whole time?
Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass.
Wait, what? Like, on purpose?
The words "pale rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
What?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
What?
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
I told you visual calculus would come in large here. Though, apparently it wasn't hard to hit.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I'm bad at ball games, you guys. Winning is too stressful. It can be done, just watch.
I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ouch,
No!
You can't even see it.
No!
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
I want another
The
crack at it.
machine is dead and silent. It needs serious maintenance before anyone can play again.
No! That sucks!
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
This door is connected to the one upstairs, but how do we get through?
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important. We can get in and out using the roof door.
Oh, it did say something about a roof in like a brush or something outside.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Yeah, Kim presented that like, oh yeah, it's a cheap trick to get more money out of the players, but like, if it's literally broken and cannot be played again after it does that, that's a very poor way to get someone to play again.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
That's... So we're in 51, so that's like 63 years ago? Don't like that. Since the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This elevator was last maintained in the future?
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future.
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
Okay. Let's look at the controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Incredible. Didn't we take this elevator down here? Why are we only just finding out about this now? This elevator must have been needed to transport the pinball machines up and down.
Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
Well, let's go. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now.
It sure is, Ark. It sure is.
The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
I will posit the fact that just because they haven't added a new sticker or message indicating new maintenance doesn't mean that someone hasn't gone in and actually fixed it up just on their own. It just hasn't been officially maintained. These used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardies bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is left over from that.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
So the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion.
I will not omit that suspicion.
He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
That's exactly why I'm going to tell him about it. Hey, do you have anything to say about what's in that?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I was actually just going to ask you about this flower.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What is that?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or sambo.
Oh.
Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Thanks, Encyclopedia. Don't hear from you very often. Is that like Taibo, but different? Yes, why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
That's fair.
She looks.
All right, I want to do other dialogue options. Sudden
Looks
change
like
of
a dried
topic.
All right.
Oh.
I like it sudden. Not my favorite topic, but okay.
No, we're
How
good.
about we-
I just
Yeah?
Yes. Okay, this is what I wanted to get to. Do you know that door leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
It's an old pinball workshop. It used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly. She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
Also, there's a peephole that looks into your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
That is what I mean.
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
We don't know at this point.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
Damn it, Kuno.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
Other than the tracks and the pinball workshop, I think that's all we saw.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Let's go talk to Gart about it. It's almost time for our communism meeting.
Was there something you needed?
Gart, I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I don't know if I want to tell him that. Alright, I got into the back room behind the blue steel door.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back again. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons! It was a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, you want to play? I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I feel a capitalist plot coming up.
Capitalist plot. The pinball we have in the corner now is broken. I want to diversify the entertainment options.
Capitalists say things like diversify.
It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area.
Great, let's tell him.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
The whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and couldn't reach you. Also, you do know of the curse!
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
Not even once? Isn't that already a sign of decline? The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails too. I'm saying this not to be mean, but, you know, if it maybe gets him out of here before the pail eats everything, that would probably be a plus.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms.
Not my room.
For 14
Not anymore.
years, man.
Not anymore.
That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
You must really care about the place.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way.
Damn. Man is growing on me a little bit.
Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
You really shouldn't be so worried about that label, though.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Oh, good luck to you.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs, in the secret back room, next to Classy's bedroom. I found it in the next to the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Electrochemistry! I hadn't considered that. This is a little more accusatory than I'd like to ask, but let's see a reaction. Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
It wouldn't be him if he didn't know that there were pinball machines back there. And his reaction to finding out that there was pinball back there, it was authentic enough where he shouldn't know what else was back there.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
Keep the hole there. What if there are some hotties staying in that room? Gross, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
Well, I'm enjoying this conversation, and you're actually kind of growing on me, so yeah, your girl nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
What? Don't... Hey! Chill. Chill. Lena's a good customer. She's not here anymore, but...
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
Wait. She never stayed here? She was here for like 4 days.
Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else?
I guess that's it.
Yes.
Bye. I'm sure as hell not staying here.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Hang on. Shit! I have, like, a lot more skill points than I thought I did. Look at this short list of tasks! Wait. Is that 8 hours from this time, or is that 8 hours starting from this time? Like, is that 8 hour, like, is this the end of the 8 hours, 1648, or is this the beginning of that? Oh, yeah, that's what we had to do. All right, see ya. All right, let's get out of our pinball clothes, even though I do like this coat. Where's the... Oh, I'm already wearing it. Okay. Alright, oversized superstar sunglasses, let's go. I'd like to have a better pair of shoes than this. Or at least a different one.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, now that we've established that I am the law, let's talk about the discrepancy in your story.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Uh-huh. So, you're not even composed enough to, like, run with it.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For the record.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Like, this dialogue would have been believable if you hadn't led with, I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted. That kind of like diminishes everything else that you say about her.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
She was very lucid.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I asked her one question and she was like, what? No.
His hands become fists.
That's alright, I can play.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy, Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
This is new information. Tell me about this tape.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Nobody said he was innocent, but the very specific thing that you have accused him of, the alleged victim of this crime has denied. So we have to work through this.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
There is truth to this.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
What is on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the Doorgunner Megamix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
I don't like the sound of that at all. Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
How have you bugged them?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
A harbor does not work by bugging phone lines. Or audio cables.
Understood. You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Oh, the tree. Yeah, okay. I didn't understand what that meant.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which you used doing the advanced radio work.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Thanks, Angus.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
I'm not going to ask where I can listen to it, because he's going to give me a snarky reply, and I already have a boombox that I can play it in, so that's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I will not. I've gotten plenty of it, thank you.
Yeah? What about it?
Yeah.
You do that, lawman.
I might do it. I might do that in my room so as not to, you know, play it in the middle of a public space, because it doesn't really seem like a public space kind of thing. Oh, right, I don't live here anymore. Well, that's fine. We'll do it right here. Oh. I didn't know we could interact with this.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
Sure, let's do this. What is this?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Mabel's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence with it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Okay.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on your fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war.
Oof.
The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, yeah.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Let's look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Hang on, let's logic this shit. Gotta bust out the big glasses for this. Again, as we get more and more and more clothes, I really wish there was a way to sort by stat. Or even just hit a button where it's like, optimize for this stat. Like, I need to do a roll, optimize my clothing for this stat. Oh wait, yeah, no, we're good on that one. I keep looking at this hat and being like, I don't want to, and then I realize that it's just a worse version of the hat that I already have on, so I don't need to.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Let's find a loophole.
There is no loophole.
Oh.
The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications on this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Aha! That's the gambit. People are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Let's run it.
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures.
Good. Evart will have to start over with his scheming. When Isabel and Lillian dispute the signatures, the document will be rendered null and void.
Yeah!
Any halfway competent notary should be able to handle this. Not getting their actual signatures was probably the best thing to do. Now all we have to do is mail these. I think I saw a mailbox on the plaza.
I love that mailbox! Oh, that's badass! I'm so happy! Doing wealth redistribution crimes. Oh, I wish I could see the face. Oh shit. Alright, let's
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Idiot Doom Spiral, that's ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop... I don't know what's on this tape, but the way it's been built up, I think we should all be a little concerned. So, big content warnings at this exact moment for, I don't know, violence, maybe racism, possibly sexual violence. We'll see. I don't know. Let's find out.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.